We continue on Game Time. Notable debuts at the world's most famous arena. Some good ones, including Karl Anthony Towns, who had a big night, did he not, himself around the association. But it's all about the rookie sensation, Luka. Oh, that's right.
Well, not that old guy.
That's right. Okay, well, that's his dad. There's Luka. Luka, Dirk, and the Mavs at the Garden. Watch this early. Doncic passed him Hardaway Jr. for the slam, lead 6, and Coach Dirk still got it with the spin and the fade.
Keeps it high over his head, tough to get to.
Lead 8 at the break. Mavs would open it up. Haywood would say it's UNC legend Harrison Barnes splitting the defense. And then Doncic. Check this out, Sekou.
I thought it was going to be an alley-oop at first, and I realized it was a set shot, 3-pointer.
I think he was playing, was it Newcomb? You know, volleyball?
He's got all the tricks.
Let me tell you something, talent. And then there's Enes Kanter and his whole saga. Hasn't played in 7 of 8. Goes ahead like the Dallas Cowboys kissing the star. Kisses center court. Fans are excited. He's excited, but he's also rusty. Don't believe me? Yes.
Okay.
A lot of cold air in the Northeast. He had 5 points, 9 minutes. Mavs up big. Not done, Coach. Doncic, 16 points, 8 boards, 5 assists.
Mavs shot 40% from the three-point line.
Dirk from Dennis Smith Jr. A season-high 14 for Dirk.
Oh, and the Knicks shot only 23 from the three-point line.
That's not good at all. Kevin Knox, 17. And you think about Doncic, and everywhere he's gone, he's been a story. But because of his play, here we get a chance to hear from him in his conversation with Rebecca Harlow after the win on the road.
Luka, you have found a way all season long as a rookie to come in and take over these games. How did you guys blow this one open in the third and into the fourth quarter?
Yeah, we need a win for sure. We played great. We were solid on D. That's what keep us going, and I think we need that win much.
So tonight, your guy, Dirk Nowitzki, gets a season high here. What has it been like for you to come into this league as a rookie and play with one of the greatest, if not the greatest, European player of all time?
Yeah, he's amazing, but especially, when I first came into Dallas, I was afraid to talk to him, he was like the legend, but now I joke with him a lot, I make fun of him a lot, and he's just great, he's like a very normal person off the court, and that's what most means to me.
Ahead of this draft, Kristaps Porzingis said that he thought you were the most talented player in this draft. You guys have played together in Europe, and obviously he's injured, but when you think about the idea of playing with him on this Garden floor, what gets you excited about that?
Oh yeah, he's just an amazing player. I watch him a lot, especially when I was in Europe watching NBA games. I watch a lot of New York Knicks just because of him, and he has an amazing future here in the NBA, and he can be one of the best to play this game.
I don't think that's tampering, but I'm not really sure of the rules. Let's get Griff on the phone. Celtics with or without Kyrie this season. Look at the numbers without. Points up, defense a little bit better. But the question is, would it be enough on this night to slow Kemba and company? Jason Tatum is there. Kyrie out with the hip. And Tatum is in a big way. And, Coach, it seems like when he plays without Kyrie, we get that demonstrative version of Tatum we got last season.
Well, it's the aggressive Tatum. It's the Tatum that we saw last year have the ball in his hands, taking big shots at the end of games. And as you mentioned, without Kyrie, somebody has to do it.
And we've seen it with Rozier, and here's Jaylen Brown. Nice play. The replay on the reverse slam, he had 24 and 10. I mentioned Kemba. Going to be a fun experience for him at the All-Star game, Sekou. So happy for him, watching his reaction when he found out 21 in the game.
Yeah, and this guy who's carried a load for Charlotte all season long, well-deserved starting on the All-Star team.
Scary Terry, 17 and 10, lead 4 for Boston. We go to the third quarter. Celtics pull away. More from Rozier, who you could tell anytime he gets a chance to remind everybody what happened last year, he reminds everybody what happened last year. Floater in transition goes, and some work from the elder statesman, Al Horford with a fadeaway. Tatum miss. Rozier Watch this. No look. One-handed.
That's part of that chemistry that had developed last year when they were playing so well down the stretch in the playoffs, and that was part of the adjustment in the beginning of this season.
And you watch that from Hayward, and it's tough almost Sekou to watch. I mean, we know what a great player Kyrie is, but even Hayward you see with that chemistry with this group when Kyrie's not on the floor, right? That's fair to say?
There's something about the default setting this team has when he's not out there that just works for everybody else. It's hard to ignore, and I'm sure it's something that Brad Stevens understands. Kyrie maybe is the only guy who's not understanding just how well they function without him in the lineup.
Well, we continue to show you how well many function around the league, including having the shot at the right time. Cats, 9 lives. This cat, 1 big shot. We'll see it next.
The road ahead presented by Dodge. Here's a look at the next 5 for the Utah Jazz, who are fighting for a playoff spot in the West. In Portland tonight, followed by 4 straight at home in Utah. Time now to get to know one of the best defenders in the NBA, reigning Defensive Player of the Year, the Stifle Tower, the French rejection himself, Rudy Gobert.
This is a very good Utah Jazz team, and they are led by their dunking, shot-blocking big man, Rudy Gobert, the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, I always wanted to win it, and I still want to win it. But it's a team game, and, you know, if your teammates don't play defense, there's no way I could have won it. Let's talk, fellas. Talk.
Utah turning up the heat.
The effort we put in every night really helped us as a team and helped me individually to get this award.
Gobert plays for the French national team, so besides his NBA duties, he's also experienced on the international stage.
They call him the Stifle Tower. You gotta love that nickname for a guy that's from France.
I think it's a different kind of basketball.
No look past Dio. Great touch pass to Rudy Gobert for the jam.
Both are good, you know, but it's a different style, and it's great to be able to experience both, I think.
The second Jazz player to win Defensive Player of the Year, but he did not have the easy path. He had to go to the G League his rookie year, but he works and works. And he has become one of the premier big men in the league now.
I was picturing myself in NBA for sure, but you know, I was really always focused on the moment.
He put a lot of time in, says he's stronger. Boy, is he a valuable piece.
I need more talking. Come on. Urgency. I don't really want to put any limits on what I can do. I just try to help the team win right now, and I keep getting better. That's the goal.
All right, guys, the Jazz been playing well here lately, so have the Portland Trail Blazers. Decided to have a little fun with this West Coast game tonight. We're going to play over-under. You know how over-under works. I'll give you a number, you tell me over-under. It's very simple. Play along at home if you like. Over-under, 3.5 Rudy Gobert blocks tonight against the Blazers. Grant Hill.
I will say with my answer, Matt, under.
Survey says?
Under. I say under because I think the ball is going to be in McCollum and Lillard's hands a lot. They're very crafty. They're not going to get to the paint. Utah's a great defensive team. They like to funnel the ball, much like Smitty did with Dikembe back in the day. But they will do their damage from the perimeter and the mid-range and stay away from Rudy Gobert inside.
Okay.
Ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah, next.
Okay. I would say under as well, simply because his season average is under 3.5.
And same what Grant said.
Yeah. Over-under, 50 combined points for Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum.
I'm going over.
Okay.
The reason why is I love Donovan Mitchell, but I think it puts a lot of pressure on Ricky Rubio had to guard the other guard, and I think combined they will have more than 50.
Okay.
Ditto.
Also ditto.
I just think these two guys are so good. So much is relied on them. We can pencil them in for 50. It's who's going to be the third scoring option. That's the big question always with Portland.
Two average 47 combined points on the season. Jusuf Nurkic is still a game-time decision. Let's assume that he's playing and say over-under. Nurkic points and rebounds combined 25.
Under, because he's a game-time decision. He won't be healthy.
Well, no, I said let's assume he plays.
Oh, and as soon as he plays, he'll be a little banged up, so I'm going to go under. And also, I think it'll be a little bit tougher because of Rudy Gobert.
The big fella, yeah.
Make him have to shoot a lot of more mid-range and outside jump shots.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going under, too.
Yeah, you're going under as well. All right. He averages 25.6 combined for the season so far. Donovan Mitchell, Averaged 30 points a game over his last 10. Over, under 30 points tonight against the Blazers.
Well, you know what? He's going to get 30. He's been playing great. He's at a point now where he kind of got off to a slow start, it seemed, his sophomore season. But now he's found his rhythm. He's in a groove. And I don't think the perimeter of Portland can contain him. So 30, yeah, pencil him in.
Did
30
you say
plus.
over or under? You can't take 30 exactly.
30.
I said 30.
You said 30 a couple of times.
Plus. Over.
So over.
Yes.
The word I'm looking
I didn't
for.
clarify. I was thinking over, but
Judges,
articulate.
The judges say yes.
Kel said yes.
We're looking for the word
Kelsey
over.
said yes.
We're looking for over.
Yes.
I'm going over, and I think what Grant said is they started off slow, and he was playing subpar to what we saw his performances last year. He started with the ball in his hand. He started putting up big numbers. They started winning. So you got to stay with that formula, and I think he'll be a big number. He's playing against two big-time guards. He's going to want to come out and play extremely well. He'll have more than 30.
24 plus in 12 straight games. The last Utah Jazz player to do that was Karl Malone back in 1995.
Over and under, Joe Ingles, 4 more fast break points for you, man. I'm giving you one.
I'm always going to go under on that.
Gotcha.
I don't know what his actual number is. I'm just guessing.
Yes, you just guessing.
I'm guessing it's
Anything fast and Joe?
It's fairly small.
And
Joe does a
break-
lot of things really well. Sprint, not necessarily.
Not at all.
All right, segment. Don't forget, tomorrow night, TNT reveals the All-Star reserves in the pregame at 7 Eastern time, and then it's a high-quality doubleheader. Giannis and the Bucks taking on the Raptors. Could be a really important playoff series down the line at 8 Eastern time.
I like
And
both
it's
of these
the
games.
Sixers
Good games
in
right here.
Oakland.
Embiid versus Cousins. Cousins' first game in Oakland.
All kinds of good stuff. We got good stuff now as well. It's story time with Shaq, who's speaking to Roe Parrish.
'96 All-Star Game, San Antonio. This game is legendary for a number of reasons, especially for the posterization of one David Robinson. You've gone on record a number of times. He didn't speak to you, so you contrived the story that he didn't sign your autograph. How did that story come about?
That story was early, and I made it up. He was always nice to me, but I have to be mad at somebody that dominated. And he was a nice guy, so I made it up. And I finally told him 30 years later, hey, I made that story up. He was like, yeah, I was wondering, because I always spoke to your nice stuff. But I made it up. But before that game, I'm at the crib. I'm in San Antonio, boom, boom, boom. Los Angeles Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal, boo. I'm like, y'all booing me? I was the first original big man in San Antonio. I was there way before Dave Robinson was there. I was like, okay, y'all gonna boo me. So every chance I got to score on him, I had to. So I think Penny got it, threw it to Grant. Grant gave me the bounce pad, and Dave Robinson was right there. I was like, ooh, got him. And I cocked that thing back, and I threw it down. Boom, and I looked back at Michael Jordan. He's my fraternity brother. When he gave me that sign, I just threw it up to Mike. You know, I had a pretty good game, and I thought I was getting the MVP, but that was the year that Mike came back, and they gave it to Mike.
Shaq played extremely well. I thought he was the MVP. I think he could have easily been.
When he raises that trophy, are you saying that's my trophy? What are your thoughts?
I'm saying it, but anytime they pick somebody that's better than you, you can't be mad.
So back to MJ, we know about his legendary performance and he sees the MVP, but you had a great moment in the pregame where you and MJ go one-on-one, and you kind of, I won't say kind of, you shook him up a little bit, gave him that dream shake.
A lot of people don't know about my handle. I was the first big dude to take it off the glass and go coast to coast and either make a play or throw it down. Not Giannis, not Boogie Cousins, me. I was the first one to take it down with style and class, that eye with the handles and throw it down. So Mike didn't know that. And Mike's a great defensive player, so he was there. So now it's like, okay, Akeem, throwing in the bounce, getting back in, beep, 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 beep. And the only thing that made it good is I made the shot. I made the shot, well, turn around, baseline jumper. And I didn't know people was watching, because when I made the shot, the crowd said, ooh, and ah. And it's crazy that that's still a meme today.
Is that the best all-star moment you've ever experienced?
I would say, because, even though it wasn't a real moment, it was a real moment. A little street style, a little and one, a little I had to show it to him.
Anytime is story time when Shaquille O'Neal is around.
I got to be at one of these next time. I got to see when it's taping. I want to be in the audience.
Oh, I thought you want to ask the question.
No, I just want to be in the audience.
Okay, all right.
Sitting around.
You made that pass to him when he dunks on the Admiral there. What do you remember about that game?
You know, not much. I do remember, obviously, the big deal was Michael Jordan. He came back the year before at the end of the season, and now a chance for all of us young guys. Shaq had played with him before, but in an All-Star game, but for Penny and I to suit up and play with Michael Jordan. And this play right here, I mean, obviously jumped it off to him. You knew Shaq was capable of making a play, but I don't think anybody anticipated that play. And I'm just glad to remember that I dumped it off to him right there. And I had great sight lines in terms of great view to see that great play. And, you know, it's funny. In All-Star games, you see dunks, you see plays, but when you see other All-Stars react to a move or to a dunk or something like that, then you know it was special. And I think we all reacted in just complete awe.
How would you describe to younger folks out there who didn't see Shaq play in his prime, because it's been a while now, just what kind of a force he was in the early and mid-'90s?
You said it best. The force of way he dunked on David Robinson, and that's another pretty good size, big guy, 7'2", put together, and the force he dunked that one with. Imagine everybody else, especially us guards, going down there trying to double team, trying to grab a rebound. And the thing for Shaq was freakish for me was his speed and agility at that size. And when I saw that play, Grant, just to go back to it, well, you know you make those great plays. I was surprised David was trying to block a dunk in an All-Star game. You don't really see that much. You see guys play hard defensively, but not trying to block dunks. And it was something I said, whoa, why did David try to do that? And that's when I said that All-Star game had a little meaning for guys who are still playing a little defense.
I had the same thought that there's no way, unless we're at the end of the game in the new format now, no way anybody's going up to try to block a dunk there. Please, have your moment.
Yes.
Matador.
Take a picture.
Matador, yeah. Try to block that one.
All right, more Game Time.